Hear ye, ladies and gentlemen. This is the case of, well, you decide.
Ladies and gentlemen of the all-white jury,
All white again.
I present to you a case that is purely saturated with racism and emaciated by the consequences of a systematically sustained disdain, both of which colored today's case.
And it's complemented by my fury, because surely, if it was you, only then would this be something new. Therefore, I pledge my allegiance to the national grievance against the ignorance of state-sanctioned murder and the hatred that drives it.
As it has driven us to a point at which legality and evidence, the motives and ethics of the investigation must be questioned. What's worse, 7 of 9 witnesses recanted their statements and blamed the placement of Davis as the assailant on coerced police statements.
And your true feelings are evident by your lack of insurrection, any form of objection, and your blank stares. But upon further inspection, the evidence says that a disproportionate number of black men die in a hail of police bullets strapped to electric chairs or the more humane, lethal injection.
Or being accidentally shot while handcuffed, told to freeze, put your hands up just to end up shot up, or having the police called on an unruly 5-year-old black girl who too was taken away in handcuffs.
And as an attorney, I have no expectations, because after 400 plus years, you're still in deliberations. And I wonder, is that because you're illiterate or because you're an accomplice to a genocide that the government claims is not deliberate?
Run that back.
I said, is it because you're illiterate or because you're an accomplice to a genocide that the government claims is not deliberate? My arguments are closing, so let me finish this. To my people, they don't determine our guilt or our innocence, and I pray that you use your heart to hear. Because the only weapon they have is the installation of fear. And why is this issue relevant still? Because what justified Troy Davis being killed was false evidence appearing real.
Also real is the color coding of a colorblind justice system dripping with black blood. Also real is a discriminatory execution of justice that took the appearance of illegal lynching. Not to mention, your state of shock is indicative of your privileged position. But our position will not be diminished one bit by your discriminate sentiments that accompany your oblivion and or your lack of willingness to deal with this. What we call for is a reconciliation of justice, not just us, and on this we insist.
Rewind.
Also real is the color coding of a colorblind justice system dripping with black blood. Also real is the discriminatory execution of justice that took the appearance of illegal lynching. Not to mention, your state of shock is indicative of your privileged position, but our position will not be diminished one bit by your discriminate sentiments that accompany your oblivion and or your lack of willingness to deal with this. What we call for is a reconciliation of justice, not just us, and on this we insist.
Did you get it? Because these are the new lawyers now, and this is how we spit it. Right on your front porch, we are the vanguard, still carrying the torch with a brighter flame. And none of our brothers and sisters will die in vain, for they are martyrs, and we will always invoke their names. Those that you seek to exterminate, they become the seeds that germinate, and your hatred is the soil. Your laws are the sun. The killing of young Kiwan was the rain shower that resuscitated the need for black power. So I say it loud.
I'm black and I'm proud.
Loud enough and hope that everybody heard it, because I control my destiny and I don't give a damn about your verdict.
And I hope you heard it. First, it must be understood that no good can come from putting on black robes in place of white hoods. Inshallah, the spirits of Troy Davis, Oscar Grant, Tukey Williams, Medgar Evers, and the rest can best be preserved through the words of a legal body that truly encompasses equality, respect, and the pursuit of happiness. A pursuit that's not contingent upon ethnocentrically inspired notions of black and white, right and wrong, rich and poor, weak and strong. And I'm being blunt yet mindful of the words that I'm using, which is more than I can say for the dead cop's wife who had the audacity to verbalize the word relief at Davis's execution. And on your face we rest the haste of Davis's execution date. And on your laps we slap the very straps that kept him in place. And until this uneven distribution of justice gets straight, we will never, ever rest this case.
Yeah, I think we got it down that time.